with work like EFT tapping or mindset work, we can't really grasp our progress. We're talking about emotions, we're talking about a lot of intangible things. But with this structure and with this way of assessing how you're feeling, you can really start to keep track and see how you're progressing over time. Hey yo, what is up? My name is Nat and I am your mindset coach, here to support you in shifting your internal world so that you're showing up that much more powerfully in your external world, specifically in regards to your online business. What's up, and welcome to another episode of my weekly mindset teachings. Every single Sunday, 6 p.m. PST, we are doing a brand new teaching, and today's teaching is an extension of last week's. So last week we dived into the beginner intro spiel on EFT, emotional freedom technique, also known as EFT tapping, or just tapping, or tapping technique. There's a lot of different names for it, but EFT tapping is one of my favorite tools to utilize in not just shifting my emotions, but also starting to reprogram my subconscious mind. So last week I talked all about how it has impacted me, how it has changed my life, and what exactly it is. So I do strongly recommend that you watch that replay before diving into today's teaching. I'll go ahead and I will tag it right up here. Because today what we're going to be doing is going through a tapping routine. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tap on the different specific points that are involved in an EFT tapping routine. I'm going to also be verbalizing a set of affirmations. And then these affirmations and the tapping, I want you to repeat after me and I want you to mirror me. I'm going to go through the points really quick and review all of that before we dive in, but this is just a quick idea of what an EFT tapping routine looks like for you. And I will say the tapping routine that we are doing today is all about believing in your value and believing that you are worthy and deserving of receiving the abundance, the success, the growth, and the impact that you desire in your business. Really being open to receiving that on an even deeper emotional level, but also starting to get your brain to be used to it as well by tapping on these different meridian points, energy centers, acupressure points. So this is something that you guys can come back to as many times as you want. Do it every day, honestly, for 7 days, and let me know how you feel. Let me know how it shifts the way you feel, which is going to then impact the way you take action, which is then, of course, going to impact the type of results that you're experiencing. I would love to hear from you guys on how this tapping routine goes. And also, please know that in the future, if there's any specific tapping routine topics that you'd like me to touch on, I'm more than happy to do longer routines here on my YouTube channel. I do short little tapping routines on my TikTok. The handle is Mindset Nath, MINDSET, Nath, NATH. So you can go ahead and find me there. A bunch of really quick little EFT tapping routines, but more times than not, the EFT tapping routines are a little bit longer. And today's is going to be several minutes long. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I want to tell you why I picked today's tapping routine topic. If there's one thing that more business owners can really tap into and really own, feel, and believe is value and belief in their value that they have to offer. Belief in themselves, belief in what they have to give in their businesses, belief of how incredibly equipped they are. And what goes alongside that is once we fully tap into that value, or let's not even say fully, because I don't think we're ever fully 100% confident in our skills, because we're always growing, we're always getting better and better, we're always expanding. But let's just say you're 90% there. Combine that with knowing and believing that you're worthy and deserving of receiving the abundance and the prosperity and the clients and the signups that you're meant to have. Combine belief in your value with openness to receive. Man, you have an equation for a completely transformed mental landscape and how you show up in your business. So that's what we're going to be talking about and going through in today's EFT tapping routine. And it's honestly something that I think every single business owner can tap into just a little bit more on a day-to-day basis. So I'm really excited to do this routine with you guys. So just a little refresher on the different acupressure points. We're gonna start tapping right here, and it doesn't matter if you're right hand or left hand, you're tapping with your right hand, tapping with your left hand. I start off tapping on my right hand with my left hand, like on the side of your hand right here. Then I go to tapping the top of my head. Then I go in between my eyes. Then I go to the side of my eye. Again, it doesn't matter what side really, but then I go underneath, then under my nose, then on my chin, then collarbone, and then under my armpit. Now, if you skip any of the points, it's okay. Honestly, you could just tap and say the affirmations just touching one point. You can honestly jump them up. This is what I love about EFTs. You really can't screw it up. So do your best to follow along with me. Do your best to repeat after me, but also just go with the flow and know that it's something that you'll get better and better at and feel more and more comfortable with. And with time, I truly believe that you'll be able to just come up with your own affirmations, your own tapping routine. Just go ahead and tap on the points that feel most comfortable to you, or maybe all of the points. One more thing before we really get started. There are 3 categories that I want you to write down on a piece of paper. Belief in yourself, belief in your value, and openness to abundance. I want you to write down those 3 categories on a piece of paper in the notes section of your phone. And next to each category, I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How are you feeling in regards to that? In regards to believing in yourself, in regards to feeling open to receiving abundance? Are you a 1 where it's like almost non-existent? Or are you maybe a 7 or an 8? Go ahead and rate yourself right before we get started. And we'll do the tapping routine, and I'll tell you what to do with these ratings at the very end. So now we're officially going to get started. Let's go ahead and just take a deep breath. One more deep breath to ground ourselves. And I like to do this tapping routine with my eyes closed. But obviously, if you're watching me and repeating after me, please feel free to keep your eyes open. It's totally allowed. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm open to valuing myself more today. I'm open to believing in myself more today. I know that in the past, I've maybe had some self-doubts and worries about if I can do what I say I do, and if I can receive what I want to receive. And today I'm open to believing and receiving more than ever. I forgive myself for the times in my business where I didn't believe in myself. I forgive myself for the times that I didn't value what I had to offer. I forgive myself for doubting if I can build the business and help the people. I forgive myself for not being open to really receiving what I deserve. I forgive myself for closing off any type of abundance that I didn't feel worthy for. And I forgive myself for not fully believing in how life-changing what I have to offer is. I forgive myself for not fully owning how powerful I am. I forgive myself for not fully believing that I am valuable. So from this place of forgiveness, I'm open to value myself more than ever before. from this place, I'm open to seeing how incredibly powerful I am. And from this place, I'm open to receiving more than I've ever received before. Simply because I'm me, and because I am worthy and deserving of what I desire. I'm so incredibly valuable. My business is so incredibly valuable. What I have to offer is so incredibly life-changing. Not only has it changed my life, but it's meant to change the lives of so many other people as well. The world needs what I have to offer. In this moment, there are people craving what I have to offer. And the sooner that I value what I offer even more, the sooner other people will be attracted to me and be able to find it. Right now, in this moment, there are people celebrating what I have to offer. Right now, in this moment, there are people celebrating the results that they've gotten working with me. Right in this moment, there are people who's had their lives change because of what I give them. And right in this moment, there are people who have had their lives change just because of who I am. I'm me, myself, worthy and deserving, powerful, valuable, just because I am. I'm so worthy and deserving of serving more and more people. I'm so worthy and deserving of changing more and more lives. I'm so worthy and deserving of impacting more and more clients. I'm so worthy and deserving of changing more and more lives. I'm so worthy and deserving of making more and more money. I'm so worthy and deserving of circulating more and more money. I'm so worthy and deserving of my desires. Just because I am. Just because I am me. So in this moment, I call in more abundance than ever before. So in this moment, I call in more clients than ever before. From this place of worthiness, enoughness, and seeing value in myself, I call in more business growth than ever before. In this moment, I'm ready to receive what's been meant for me all along. I receive now in this moment energetically, and I'm open to receiving physically in moments to come. They're closer than they seem. In this moment, I'm open to receive. I'm open to receive in this moment. My business is expanding right now in this moment. Just because I believe in me just a little bit more. Just because I believe in me just a little bit more now too. I'm so incredibly valuable. What I have to offer is so incredibly life-changing. The world needs what I have to offer. I'm so worthy and deserving of the abundance that comes with sharing what I have to offer. I'm so worthy and deserving of my desires to be prosperous and be successful and to share what I have to offer. I'm above and beyond enough just because I am me. Just because I am me. Now that we've just wrapped up, I want you to go ahead and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in those previous categories that we talked about before we started this tapping routine. How are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? And did any of these areas increase? I want you to notice how now, if an area increased, how is that now going to impact your action taking in your business this next week? How much more are you going to own how valuable you are? How much more are you going to be open to receiving the success and the abundance you know you can achieve? All because you've taken a second to tap on some significant acupressure points and really get into the feels of what it is that you were saying while doing so. What you can go ahead and do with this routine is you can keep doing it over and over again on a particular day, multiple times a day if you'd like, or you can go ahead and just do it once a day like I mentioned before. And go ahead and rate yourself every couple days just to really see your progress, because a lot of the time with work like EFT tapping or mindset work, we can't really grasp our progress. We're talking about emotions, we're talking about a lot of intangible things. But with this structure and with this way of assessing how you're feeling, you can really start to keep track and see how you're progressing over time. That's what I love about this work. And actually, I have a similar rating system that I incorporate into monthly coaching with my clients, just to make sure that we're keeping track of how we're progressing, talking about a lot of intangible things. So please know that if you are a one-on-one client with me, we will often do EFT tapping routines like this. I'll often give you homework of EFT tapping routines. A lot of the time I'll empower you to create your own, but other times we will also go ahead and create them together. And I'll help you create them for different areas of your business that you're struggling with, or different areas of your business that you want to have some shifts in and reprogramming in. So know that that's available. And if that really resonates with you, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and submit an application to my one-on-one coaching. It is linked down in the notes. And as always, thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week, Sunday, 6 p.m. PST, for a brand new mindset teaching. Keep up the amazing work, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.